Yo, what is good? My name is Oki Fish, and in this video I'll be going over the key differences between psychedelic mushrooms and LSD. I'll explain everything, the difference in visuals, the vibes, effects, feeling, taste, duration, and much more. First off, I do want to make it clear that all drugs affect everyone differently, and not everyone will get the same exact experience. However, the information in this video is based off opinions of many different people I've personally asked for this video, as well as my own experiences over the years. So what I will be going over is not hard facts, rather a general consensus of fellow psychonauts. So, what are the differences between magic mushrooms and LSD? Well, the main distinction I would say is the duration of the trip. Acid's total duration is roughly 12 hours, while shrooms only last for half of that. Acid takes about 90 minutes to fully kick in, and then the peak of the trip lasts for a solid 4 to 6 hours. Then the after effects will linger for another 3 to 5 hours. Because of this, you usually want to have the entire day off to yourself if consuming LSD. On the contrast, shrooms take roughly 45 minutes to kick in, with the peak lasting only 2 to 3 hours. Following the peak, you'll have an afterglow for another 2 to 3 hours or so. Shrooms, you could come home in the evening after work or school, have a nice little trip, and have it be over soon enough where you could still get a good night's sleep and be ready in the morning for your next day. Regarding the form of each drug, LSD is a liquid, but is usually rolled on blotter paper or put in gel tabs. Mushrooms are, well, mushrooms. The taste of acid is tasteless. When you pop a tab, it should taste like nothing. If it starts to numb your tongue or feel weird in your mouth, you don't have acid, you have some other random research chemical. If it's bitter, it's a spitter. Magic mushrooms should be very dry and taste like eating sticks and dirt. If the shrooms are still moist and squishy, definitely let them dry before eating them. I suggest putting them on a sandwich or on a pizza or something to help cover up the stale texture they give. Now that we got all that out of the way, let's get into the key differences and what types of vibes they give, as well as how they feel and different effects. Acid has a much smoother come up in the sense that you'll just be chilling and then all of a sudden you'll be like, I'm tripping balls. Shrooms tend to hit you more faster and more harder. They also have a higher likelihood of making you nauseous or giving you a tummy ache, even though shrooms are a naturally occurring substance while LSD is technically considered a synthetic drug. Also, the variety of strains affect the experience way more of shrooms than it does acid. For example, the mushroom strain Golden Teacher will yield more giggly and sociable effects, while the strain Amazonia cubensis will yield more heavy and immersive visual effects. On the other hand, there are different variations of acid, but at the end of the day, they all relatively yield the same type of trip. When it comes to feeling, shrooms yield more of a physical body high. They consist of an organic and a naturalistic vibe to them. You feel more grounded and have a sense of unity, as if all of life is connected and operating on the same neural network. It's very shamanistic, as if you are being guided by a spiritual force. It can be exceptionally euphoric, and you're more likely to just randomly break out laughing with friends. The feeling of acid is indeed similar, but also unique in its own way. It's a bit more stimulating and has more of a kick to it. LSD is definitely more of a mental high than a body high. It's much more easier to get lost in your own thoughts or stuck in a constant thought loop, meaning thought 1 leads to thought 2 leads to thought 3, and thought 3 leads back to thought 1, thus leaving you in a mental thought loop. Unlike shrooms, where it feels like an existential force is guiding you, acid leaves it more up to you to be in control of your trip. Basically, on acid you're the driver, and on shrooms you're the passenger. Acid seems to be more externally knowledge-based, in which you acquire more about the universe and access more than just yourself. The world will seem calculated, and it's much more common to get feelings of deja vu. Shrooms is more introspective and ego-oriented. You tend to learn more about yourself. This can lead to more spiritual healing and ego analyzation, thus making it more of an emotional type of trip. And last but not least, the visuals. It seems like shrooms have more liquidy visuals, as if everything is painted with watercolors, compared to acid, where colors have more of a glowing and electric feel to it. Additionally, the visuals are much more fractal and geometric on acid, and have more tracers. Whereas shrooms make your vision more curvy, and stuff will have more softer edges to them. Shrooms also promote more visual morphing, meaning you can stare at an object and see it morph into something completely different. For example, you may be looking at a painting and see it morph into a face of some sort, or maybe like an ancient Aztec Mayan art piece. On acid, objects appear to have extra layers to them, almost as if you put a pair of 3D glasses on. A common phrase that I see thrown around a lot is that shrooms are like Lord of the Rings, while acid is like Star Wars. But yo, at the end of the day, each psychedelic experience is subjective to the user themselves. Like I said, all drugs affect everyone differently. I'd love to hear what you guys think, and if you've tripped before, leave a comment down below about your experience. Plus, if you want any more good vibes in your life, hit me up on Twitter and Instagram at @lowkey_fish. And lastly, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe by hitting that notification bell so you don't miss any of my new uploads. That's all for me today. My name is Oki Fish. Be love, spread love, and I love you all. Peace out.